Emeralda Marsh is singing, and the world can hear the sound.
Pedal down the open road, catch a fish where rivers flow, flying high where drones do go, bike and fish and fly, let's roll.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're heading to a place that feels like stepping back in time. A place where Florida's wild heart still beats beneath the surface of the water. This is Emeralda Marsh Conservation Area, a sprawling wetland on the eastern shore of Lake Griffin, not far from Leesburg and Weirsdale. From above, it's a patchwork of winding waterways, open lakes, tree islands, and endless fields of green. But what you see here today is actually a comeback story, one of Florida's greatest examples of environmental restoration. Historically, Emeralda Marsh stretched over 10,000 acres, forming a huge natural filter for the Ocklawaha River system, one of Florida's most important waterways. But like many wetlands in the 1900s, parts of Emeralda were drained and converted into farmland. Canals were cut, levees were built, and the natural flow of water changed completely. For decades, this land grew vegetables and grains instead of marsh grasses. But underneath that soil, nature was waiting to return. The big turning point came when the St. Johns River Water Management District identified the area for restoration through Florida's Conservation and Recreation Lands Program. By 1974, the National Park Service had already recognized Emeralda's ecological value, naming it a National Natural Landmark. Then in 1991, the district purchased the property, more than 6,500 acres, and just a few years later, in 1994, restoration officially began. And here's where it gets interesting. Instead of trying to rebuild everything mechanically, the team took a more natural approach. They opened up levees, reconnected canals, and simply let the water return. Rainfall and inflows from Lake Griffin began to flood the old farmland again, and slowly the wetlands started to reappear. Today, those old farm fields have transformed into vibrant wetlands once again. Areas known as Area 2 and Area 4 were the first to reconnect to Lake Griffin, followed later by Area 3, west of Emeralda Island Road, which is where we're looking at today. By 2016 and 2017, new vegetation was planted, more waterways were opened, and the marsh was thriving. From the air, you can see actually the flow of life returning, the channels, the ponds, the green ribbons of aquatic plants stretching toward the lake. Emeralda Marsh now plays a vital role in keeping Lake Griffin and the Ocklawaha River healthy. The district's focus is to reduce the amount of phosphorus and leftover farm chemicals that still linger from the past, those nutrients that can cause algae blooms, so every bit of natural filtration helps, along with the aluminum sulfate that you see is being used to remove phosphorus from the water. The wetlands also encourage the growth of submerged aquatic vegetation, plants that oxygenate the water and provide food and shelter for fish and waterfowl. And it's not just about the water. Uplands, the higher and drier ground, are managed to support Florida's native plants and animals, giving species the space they need to thrive. The balance between restoration and recreation here is remarkable. Emeralda Marsh is open to the public year-round, and it's designed so people can experience the beauty without disturbing the ecosystem. The most popular way to explore it is through a seasonal wildlife drive. It's a scenic, winding road that takes you right through the heart of the wetlands, perfect for bird watching, photography, or just a peaceful drive surrounded by nature. If you visit during the open season, usually in the cooler months between February and May, you can see the marsh from your car, spot gators basking on the banks, and watch hundreds of birds flying overhead. I'll post a link in the video on YouTube where you can find the schedule for the drive. There's also a public boat launch open during daylight hours, giving access to Lake Griffin. Actually, it's open from twilight, which is 27 minutes before sunrise. And if you want a higher view, there's an observation platform with incredible panoramic views, perfect for sunrise or sunset. Getting here is pretty straightforward. It's located east of Weirsdale, with parking areas and entrances off of County Road 452. I'll drop a Google Maps link in the description so you can easily plan your trip. And of course, the real stars of Emeralda Marsh are the animals. This place is teeming with life. It's part of the wintering grounds for a large number of sandhill cranes, those tall, elegant birds with the red crowns. You can also see storks, limpkins, snowy egrets, and even bald eagles. During the migration season, flocks of ring-necked ducks, teal, and mottled ducks fill the ponds. White pelicans gather in huge groups, and all around you'll hear the sounds of frogs, insects, and the splash of fish breaking the surface. And yes, this is gator country. Emeralda Marsh has one of the highest concentrations of alligators in Central Florida, so keep your distance, use a long lens, and enjoy these ancient reptiles from afar. Don't corner them, either on the path or in the water. Places like Emeralda Marsh remind us of what's possible when nature is given a second chance. What was once farmland has now become a living wetland again, filtering water, sheltering wildlife, and showing us what Florida used to look like before the canals and the development. It's quiet, peaceful, and wild, a sanctuary for both animals and people who just want to step away from the noise for a while. So if you ever find yourself near Lake Griffin or Leesburg, take the time to explore Emeralda Marsh. Bring a camera, pack some patience, and just let the stillness of the place sink in. Florida's natural beauty isn't always found on a beach. Sometimes it's right here in your backyard, in the quiet waters of a restored marsh, where the wild things still belong.
There's a place east of Leesburg where the waters breathe again, where the morning fog drifts easy and the herons find the wind. Once the fields were furrowed, rows of grain beneath the sun, but the heart of old Florida was waiting to return. Now the water's running free through the marsh and through the trees, where the wild things still belong, where the cranes call endlessly. From the levees to the lake, life is rising from the ground. Emeralda Marsh is singing, and the world can hear the sound. 10,000 acres breathing on the edge of Griffin shore. Ocklahaha's gentle current finds its rhythm once more. They opened up the levees, let the sunlight kiss the rain, and the land remembered living, how to heal and grow again. Now the water's running free through the marsh and through the trees, where the wild things still belong, where the cranes call endlessly. From the levees to the lake, life is rising from the ground. Emeralda Marsh is singing, and the world can hear the sound. You can drive the winding road through a sea of gold and green, watch the gators on the shoreline, where the eagles drift serene. Every ripple tells a story, every bird a song of grace. This is Florida's reflection in a wild and sacred place. Now the winter flocks are flying, and the lilies start to bloom. Every echo in the distance carries life's returning tune. From farmland back to water, from silence back to song, the spirit of the marsh reminds us nature's heart is strong. Now the waters are running free through the marsh and through the trees, where the wild things still belong beneath the skies of emerald seas. From the levees to the lake, life keeps whispering along. Emeralda Marsh is singing, where the wild things still belong. So bring your camera, take your time, let the quiet pull you in. Florida's beauty isn't on the beaches, it's right here where it all begins.
I can walk down here and check out what it's like. Maybe we'll walk all the way around. I think this comes out to the main road, and then we can take it. We can walk up the road that we took in the car to get to the parking lot for the boat ramp. Might be a nice little walk all the way around. So, a beautiful area here. What a beautiful day too. It's in the mid-60s. A lot of fowl, ducks, birds. Let's see if I get some pictures.
Emeralda Marsh is singing, and the world can hear the sound. 10,000 acres breathing on the edge of.
I'm not sure how far this path goes. I would like to go all the way around that way. I think that's where I could walk down the road maybe. It's locked. Another one there.
Where the wild things still belong, where the cranes call endlessly. From the levees to the lake, life is rising from the ground. Emeralda Marsh is singing, and the world can hear the sound. You can drive the winding road through a sea of gold and green. Watch the gators on the shoreline, where the eagles drift serene. Every ripple tells a story, every bird a song of grace. This is Florida's reflection in a wild and sacred place.
I don't know, this area to the right, I don't know if that's connected to the rest of the area to fish. Either launch, either the roadside launch or the official boat ramp. And you can see after I turn to the right, you see the road, it's gotten just grassy. I'm heading east, so it should be going toward the road. The area to the left, if I am where I think I am, the area to the left would be area that you could fish from the roadside kayak launch. I gotta watch for snakes. What the area looks like to the right looks very fishable. Not a lot of hydrilla either. Might be worth, oh, there in the distance, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I could zoom in. You can see in the distance where the cars are, that's where the boat ramp is. What a beautiful day. I thought it was going to be cold out here, but I'm not. See if I can get through here without killing myself. That wasn't so bad. This land right to the left here is continuous all the way out to where we, obviously from where we walked from. So you really, when you get into the launch, into the water from the launch here, you're staying north of that area that we just walked. And I don't think this road here goes anywhere, if I remember. Or maybe it does. No? Yeah, it might. I don't know if it connects though. Where the road, to the road we were just on. So here's the launch. We get a closer look at it. This is a possibility. Park right here. And then take this little channel out to that water that you see out there, which might be fishable. So here's some hunting dates. So just keep track of those dates so that you don't come out here when the guns are blazing. That's what this area looks like. So you can see right down, you can take that trail right out to that body of water out there, and that's nice. That looks good and fishable. That'll take you, you can go all the way to the boat ramp, all the way out that way. Get to the boat ramp area. Okay, so we're going to walk down to, we're going to have to take the road and walk down to the entrance, the entry road that I took with my car to get to the boat launch. A beautiful area to ride a bike too. Do that pretty often. Okay, we're walking down the road to get to the entrance to the boat ramp. I don't know if this is called Emeralda Road or not. I'll have to look it up. I'll put the name of it in the video. So I think it's pretty much right around the corner here. So pre-dawn launching only allowed during waterfall hunting dates. Okay, so I asked Google, when does dawn begin? And dawn begins at twilight, which in this part of the country is about 25 minutes before sunrise. So technically, you could launch 25 minutes before sunrise, which is, that's plenty good. I mean, it's pretty much, well, obviously it's before twilight, so it's going to be dark if you try to launch before that. So launching at 25 minutes before sunrise works for me. Picture come out good?
Decent, not bad.
It's on hydrilla, but it's not much different than the Delaware City Marsh. You see a boat out there. Shouldn't be running his motor. It's more than 50 horse.
Florida's beauty isn't on the beaches. It's right here. where it all began. So bring your camera, take your time, let the quiet pull you in. Florida's beauty isn't on the beaches, it's right here, where it all began.